What up, everybody? It's your boy Sack the King up in this motherfucker. And damn, man, as you can see in the title, Boosie calls T.I. a rat. God damn. We've been on rats here lately, you know what I'm saying? But before I get into this, what y'all need to do is hit that subscribe button below so you can be the first to know. You can help the channel grow, man. Now, damn. You know, a lot of speculation has been made of what Boosie felt about T.I. doing the same thing that Boosie called Birdman's brother, I think his name is Gangsta Williams, a rat for. Now, personally, it's a sticky situation, man, but I personally don't feel like we're talking about the same type of things, and I'll break that down to you in a moment. But I woke up to that this morning. I'm making this video hella late. You know, it is what it is, man. I ain't a YouTube nigga. I'm just a nigga on YouTube. I make videos whenever I feel like it. You feel me? Some of these niggas got to wake up every day and do this shit because they have no motion in life other than getting on here and making videos. But me, hey, man, I got a life. So after I finish doing whatever the fuck I wanted to do today, here we are. But yeah, man, I seen this shit early this morning when I woke up, man. At about 6:30 a.m. Japan time, man. You feel me? And Boosie said it clearly. Like Vlad asked him, hey, if T.I. did the same thing, you know, as what Gangsta Williams did and what you called him a rat for, and Boosie said, hey, man, if that's true, he a rat too. And then Vlad asked him, hey, is the album that you guys still got coming out? He said, no. He said, man, why did he do that knowing damn well the album was going to come out? So obviously Boosie's not feeling this shit at all. You know what I mean? Now, some people, you know, let's break this shit down. Let's break down what T.I. said. Let's break down what Gangsta Williams said. Let's break down snitching. Let's break down all this shit. You feel me? Personally, just my personal opinions. All right. If you get into a situation with somebody and the police jam y'all up and they got y'all spread out and you're not asking for a lawyer, you're probably going to snitch, especially, if you knew that you getting jammed up for some shit that they got you on, right? And you got somebody with you on the case. Or, if you're not asking for a lawyer and you start talking and you start cooperating, yeah, you probably snitching. You feel me? That's considered snitching, right? Because if you get jammed up with somebody, you're supposed to let the police do their job, bruh. You're not supposed to get in there and give them any type of statement at all. You feel me? Because like they tell you, what you can say can be used against you in a court of law. They read you your rights. You got the right to remain silent. You feel what I'm saying? Now, let me give you another scenario. Because see, some people be like, if you talk to the police at all, if you cooperate at all, you're a snitch. I don't agree with that. Let me give you another scenario. Now, I just gave you the first scenario. That's snitching. You and your boy get jammed up on some shit. Y'all got pistols in the car, drugs in the car. They separate y'all and they asking you, who shit is this? And you be like, it's his shit, or you just saying whatever. Hey, lock me up. Or if nobody's going to claim the shit, then you might as well just say, give me a lawyer, and y'all both just sit down and let them do their job. And you know what I'm saying? Now, if you get into a situation, this is where I don't agree with cooperating, being snitching. If you get into a situation that you know for a fact that you didn't have nothing to do with, they got the wrong person, you know what I'm saying? And the police take you into the interrogation room and they're asking you about the shit. All you can tell them is what you know, which is nothing, because you don't know nothing anyway. You know what I'm saying? So that's not snitching if you're cooperating, if they're asking you questions and you're like, if you just immediately be like, I want a lawyer, they're going to obviously say that you're guilty of something or think that you're guilty of something. So why even play that card If I know I didn't do nothing and I know I have nothing to do with anything and they get me in the interrogation room, I'm a listen to what they got to say. And at the end of the day, I'm going to tell them I don't have anything to do with this because I really wouldn't have nothing to do with it. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not going to be disrespectful or uncooperative. I'm going to be cooperative because I know I didn't do shit. You feel what I'm saying? And at the end of the day, when there's nothing more to be said, you know, if they're not trying to let me go and hear my side that I didn't do nothing, then I'm going to say, hey, charge me or let me go. Period. Point blank, period. I know I didn't do anything, so charge me or let me go. You know what I mean? I'm not even finna ask for a lawyer because I don't need no lawyer because I didn't do shit. I'm just not going to answer any more questions. Charge me or let me go. You know, and most of the time what the police going to do is they just going to be like, all right, we'll be back. And they're going to leave you. They're going to play games with you. They're going to leave out the room and come back however long, turn up the cold air. That's fine and dandy. You feel me? But charge me or let me go. I don't have anything else to say. End of statement. You know what I'm saying? Because I didn't do this. I didn't have nothing to do with it. Charge me or let me go. You know what I'm saying? Period. And if you don't want to do that, then I need a lawyer. You know what I'm saying? If you're going to charge me, okay, then now I need a lawyer. You know what I mean? But there's no reason to get all out your body if you know that you didn't do nothing, if you know that they don't got no proof of nothing that you did. You feel me? So I don't consider that snitching. As far as some people might say, well, that's still cooperating. You're still talking to the police. Well, bruh, if I know I didn't do nothing and they know I didn't do nothing, they're going to have to charge me or let me go home anyway. So there's no reason for me to be like, give me a lawyer. And then they just throw me in the fucking jail for 72 hours on just because I want to be an asshole to them. Like, nah, bro, like I'm going to be very respectful. I'm going to be very nice. They're going to already know if they got you or not. You know what I'm saying? Most of the time, the police, they got some kind of evidence if they trying to put something to you. But if you know you didn't have nothing to do with none of it, now if you know you had something to do with the shit, don't say shit at all. I want a lawyer. Period. You feel me? But if I know I didn't do nothing, I'm trying to go home. You know, I'm not finna I can't tell on myself because I didn't do nothing. You feel what I'm saying? But if I'm in a situation with somebody else, you know what I mean? Hey, man, I don't got nothing to say. I need a lawyer. Because I already know that anything I say can incriminate somebody else. And I hope that they would do the same thing. And we just both meet up in the cell like, bro, we need to figure this shit out. You know what I mean? But, you know, a real nigga, if say two niggas is in the car with a pistol and I know it's mine, I'm going to take my charge. I'm not finna let my nigga sit down for a pistol that ain't his. You know what I mean? Now, if we both felons and we both riding dirty, hey, man, let them police do their job, bro. Like, let them do their job. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not finna tell on nobody. But if I'm in a situation where I'm by myself and I know that they just bringing me in for some questions about some shit I don't have nothing to do with and that I don't even know about, hey, bro, charge me or let me go. And if you're going to charge me, okay, well, then I need a lawyer and let's hurry up and get this shit going so I can get my bunk. You know what I'm saying? And I'll let the rest take care of itself. So that's just where I disagree on. You know, some people say if you talk to the police at all, you're cooperating, you're a rat. But how can you rat on yourself if you didn't even do anything and you don't know anything about what the fuck they're talking about? You know what I'm saying? Now, like I said, if you got somebody else in this situation, I went through that already. That's ratting, that's snitching, that's cooperating. Yes, I agree with that. But, you know, being an asshole to the police, trying to be tough and all that shit, like, nah, bruh, that's going to get your ass. They're going to be assholes to you and throw your ass in jail for 72 hours at least for 3 days for nothing when you could have just sat back for 4 or 5 hours and let them waste their fucking time and told them charge me or let me go. They're going to have to charge you or let you go after a certain period of time. It ain't going to be 72 hours they finna have you in there. So be smart. You know what I'm saying? Now, where I don't agree with what Gangsta Williams did and what T.I. did is this. Now, you guys can go back and watch the Vlad interview with Gangsta Williams, and you can go and watch the interview with T.I. when he was talking about the situation that he got into it with his cousin, right? So I'm going to break it down for y'all so y'all are fully up to speed, right? So Gangsta Williams admitted to Vlad that in order for him to get out of prison after doing at least 25 years, he got with the police and he told about some murders that he knew about. And even though these people were dead, that's how he got out of jail, because he helped them solve those cases. And he was able to get out of jail because he knew the people who murdered those other people and other crimes that probably happened, and they let him out. That was the deal. You tell us and help us solve these murders, and we'll let you out. Now, Terrence Williams didn't feel like he did anything wrong because he told on people that was dead. All right, so that's his situation. This is T.I.'s situation. Him and his cousin got caught with a gun. You know what I'm saying? His cousin ended up, now they both went to jail. Nobody said nothing. Now, in the mix of him being in jail, the cousin died. You know what I'm saying? So T.I.'s lawyer told him, hey, man, just blame the gun on your cousin and this shit will all go away. He's dead anyway. So that's what T.I. did. He blamed the gun on his cousin and they let him go. All right. Now, just on the surface, people will be like, that's snitching, that's snitching. Those are both snitching. This is where I disagree. That's not snitching to me. All right. What T.I. did was smart. Smart comes before snitching in the dictionary, man. So check it out. Who's to say that T.I. wasn't guilty of having the gun? Who's to say that it wasn't T.I.'s gun? So is T.I.'s fault that his cousin died and he found a loophole in order to get out of fucking jail by just blaming the gun on his cousin? He said the gun was his cousin's, but they didn't never have any proof that the gun was his cousin's. You know what I'm saying? It could have been his for all we know. You know what I mean? The gun could have been his for all we know, and he just used that, like his lawyer told him to, as a loophole. You know what I mean? To get out. And that's why when Vlad interviewed Country Black, he said, nah, that nigga was smart for that shit. Like, the nigga's already dead. You know what I mean? So we talking about a gun. You know what I mean? Nowhere did T.I. hear T.I. say, yeah, man, it was my cousin's gun. You know, shit, he died and I told him that it was his and that's how I got out of jail. Nobody admitted to anything. They both was in jail. You know, they both, or maybe they got out on bond. But in the mix of them, before them getting, you know, going to trial or whatever, however the outcome was going to be, the cousin died. But who's to say that that wasn't T.I.'s gun and he just said, shit, if the police will believe it's his and let this all go away, okay, cool. You know what I mean? So I don't consider that snitching. I consider that being smart. You feel me? He told the police that was his cousin's gun, but they had no proof that it was either one of their guns. You know what I'm saying? Now, if I'm T.I.'s cousin, or if I'm anybody that I know's family member or friend, and you can get out of jail and all you have to do is say some shit is mine, hey, and you don't, and you go to prison, I'm going to be looking down at heaven from you, telling you, you're a fucking idiot. You are a fucking idiot because I'm dead. Who cares? Now, I know y'all probably say, well, Sag, if you're saying all that, then how is what Gangsta Williams did not snitching? It is snitching. And this is why. Because he told and helped solve murders about crimes that they had already knew was a murder. They didn't know whose gun that was, T.I.'s or his cousin's. They both got the charge, you know what I'm saying? But this nigga voluntarily sat down and said, hey, man, I need to get out of jail. I know who committed these murders. You already got enough evidence. Let me give you the rest of the piece of the puzzle that you don't know and put it together for you. You know what I'm saying? He helped them solve murders. He helped it, which, you know, I don't want to sound like, you know, like, how do I not want to come off? Like, prayers to the families. Everybody want their family who's been murdered. They want the case solved. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not being insensitive to that, but this nigga is supposed to be a street nigga, and you probably did some of these murders with these people. You know, well, actually, I think he admitted it to the shit that he did with them. You know what I mean? But you're helping solve crimes. T.I. wasn't helping solve a crime with his cousin. He just said, shit, the gun was his. You caught us both with it. They didn't know whose gun it was. You know what I mean? But Gangsta Williams sat down and gave elaborate details about multiple murders and crimes that, you know, even though the people were dead, like you still solved murders for these people. You know what I'm saying? And you know, aside from that, who's to say that these people, you know, family won't have no retaliation on brought upon them, because now they know exactly who killed their family. So if yeah, this person might be dead, but his daughter, his son, his mama, his auntie might still be alive, and now these people get wind like, oh yeah, we solved the murder. Who did it? Yeah, the murderer's dead, but it was him, and we got Gangsta Williams telling us exactly who did it, how it happened, and where it happened, and when it happened. Who's to say a motherfucker wouldn't be like, oh, okay, so we know it was Lil Ronnie over there that killed him. Yeah, we can't get to Lil Ronnie, but nigga, I still feel some type of way about my brother that died. I know where Lil Ronnie's little sister stay at. I know where his mama stay at. Let's go slide on him tonight. Like, there's more ramifications and to shit that Gangsta Williams was doing. So I consider that snitching. Like, yeah, bro, you voluntarily, you know, you was already in jail doing time. Nigga, you just woke up one day and was like, you know what? How can I get up out of jail today? I know about some murders. Let me see if this play will work. Let me go tell on some murders. Like, hey, you remember them 5 murders y'all was trying to solve? Man, let me go ahead and tell y'all the truth about them. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's snitching, whether the person is dead or not. You know what I mean? I don't feel like what T.I. did was snitching. I feel like that was smart. You know what I mean? Like, in that situation. Now, there's other situations where people want to throw T.I.'s name in. I don't know. I don't got no paperwork for none of that or nothing. But all I know is him and his cousin was in a situation. They didn't have no proof on anybody. They both was going down for the charge. The cousin died, and T.I. just was like, yeah, it was his. You know what I'm saying? And got out of jail. You know what I mean? And like I said, if any of my friends or family members can get out of jail by in the same situation, hey, bro, you better tell them niggas that I did the shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's mine. Tell them it's mine if you need to. You know what I mean? So, you know, because they don't have they see the Gangsta Williams shit, they probably already had so much proof on these people, but they dead, so they can't confirm the shit. You know what I mean? But he just corroborated everything that they probably already knew and solved the case for them. Yeah, that's cooperating. Like, but what T.I. did was get himself out of a fucking jam, you know what I mean, with a loophole of a person. Now, if his cousin was alive and he did that shit, oh, nigga, you telling, you snitching. But like I said, man, so many people got so many definitions of what snitching is. Like I said, some people say if you get, even if you know you didn't do nothing and you go in there and you like trying to be tough and all that shit, like, you can't snitch on yourself. I mean, you can snitch on yourself, but I don't consider like being cooperative about some shit that you don't even know nothing about snitching. Now, if you being cooperative about some shit that you do know about and it's sending somebody else to jail, you're a fucking rat. You know what I'm saying? Like Gunna, that's a rat. Yes, ma'am. Yes. Do you know that is YSL a gang? Yes, ma'am. Do you know about crimes that YSL members and associates have committed in furtherance of the game? Yes, ma'am. That's snitching, bruh. That's fucking snitching. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I'm really anxious to see how this shit goes, man. You know, made another damn near 20-minute video, but yeah, this shit is hot off the press. Everybody talking about this shit. So, you know, I've been already on a roll talking about rats and roaches around this bitch the last night or so. So, you know, I had to give my 2 cents on that. But yeah, man, it's your boy Sack the King, man. Drop the comments below on what you feel is snitching, what's not snitching. You know, there's all kind of snitching. There's dry snitching. There's sneak snitching. There's blatant snitching. There's all kind of snitching, man. And it's, hey, that's what I say. Just get out the streets, man. If you ain't worried, if you try not to get snitched on, get out the streets, man. Stop hanging with street niggas. Stop doing street shit. You don't got to stop hanging with street niggas, but stop doing street shit that's going to get your ass jammed up. You feel me? And it's your boy Sack the King, man. Hit that subscribe button below so you can be the first to know. Or your mama's a hoe and she probably raised a rat, bitch. And we out, man. Hit that subscribe button.